Sarhane is white. We have a Sicilian opening. Knight of 6, bishop c4. Sicilian defense, knight of 3d6. Bishop c4 is not that regular main theory, but still pretty interesting. Maybe Dizo. Bru. Iron. Bru. Oh, I think yesterday I saw one of the newest model of Mercedes. I'm not really sure which model it was. It was something like... Let's see this. So this electric. I'm pretty sure it's 2022 or at least last year. Electric. It was very electric, very silenced. I was impressed, and of course some lady with the huge lips was driving it. Was it this one? It was white and black, so I'm not quite sure about the colors, but it was something like sedan, exactly, electric. It was very... It was more like that, I think so. No, more like this. She was maneuvering very hard. Duke face. Duck face. Yeah, I didn't know how to say, but yeah, something like duck face. I think it was something like that. Oh no, YouTube, no. But yes, exactly like that. It was on the back stage, like one piece, and in front was so beautiful. So first time I'm so impressed of Mercedes, by the way. I'm so impressed. And maybe we can simply go to the main website. I guess first time I'm impressed of this car. It was so beautiful and so quiet. When she was so close to me, I didn't hear the motor, you know. Very nice. Anyway, let's go back to the game. No, I was just impressed. That's it. Of the new, I was sure that this is a model of 2022, and I don't know anything about the Mercedes. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I need subs much more than this. 100 times more than this. could be useful. Yeah, you can all change to the tier 3. Will be very polite of you guys. Otherwise, deliver something else. D3, yes, of course, you can transpose to some kind of dragon 2, D4, pawn takes, knight takes D4, bishop G7, and this is the main line what I'm using in dragon, just transposing to. Still theory, still going to the different move order, so whatever you're doing, like knight c6 now, no, I mean bishop e3, there's knight c6, you move to the main theory in dragon. Ask your money back. Okay, so d4 is alternative, but d3 you can keep pressuring, not that promising, yeah, for the white side, but still interesting plan with the queen side, with the king side attacking. Knight g1, I was impressed with that move even during the stream. h3, kick him out and not let him to take, and now he has a tough placed bishop. Knight f3. Against a6 and b5, a4, automatic response will be nice. I don't really recommend here so much. I guess I don't... Maybe this is the move what I don't really understand, a3 right now, to be fair. So, if... I think Sarhane probably went to sleep. Should have just played the English instead of trying to remember. Top moves that I look at this morning before the battle. I think prepping for my opponent is worse for me than going in blind. Yes, so when I said you should prepare for opponent, Luke Archer, or everybody else, I never say this. I said all the time, relax, do your best, think about positive energy. You can do a training session much better, puzzles, you can do little bleeds, but not preparing for concrete person. Why? Reason number one, they can simply change it. For instance, I change the team, I move Martush downstairs and I move Strider upstairs. So I changed the team in the last second. I can do that. It's my ruse, you know? So don't do this. Don't prepare for opponent, okay? Knight G1 was a grandmaster move. I'm pretty sure it's not a theory. Probably Sarhane is already sleeping to ask him. What about A3? I totally don't really understand A3 move. If you chat could help me why Sarhane choose to play A3, I'll be glad. Because if the plan with A6, B5, B4 anyway is coming, probably makes more sense to push A4, blockade B5, not A3. So the knowledge have the same amount, so it must be calculation. The main difference between you and that of players is the fast finding and advanced more move seeing. Yeah, it's advanced more move seeing calculations. It's not only calculations. Let's say everyone is supposed to calculate. Not everyone is supposed to calculate as fast as possible. Let's say Min Lee is calculating for 2 seconds. Let's say Adriana is calculating for the same exercise. Adriana is calculating that for 30 seconds. Let's say Tyre is calculating that for same tactic for over 2 minutes. And let's say Logis is calculating that for a minute and a half. Different people, different average time of calculating. Average time of calculating. This is the main difference between not only calculating. Everyone is supposed to calculate. Depends of how fast you're gonna find that. Yeah. To be polite with the answer. You mean to this? I said no. Okay, I said if it's pretty easy tactic, yeah. So I'm also quite slow. Okay. So for instance, I don't understand A3, don't understand the move and just move the pieces. The other difference between you and title players. But we talk about chess, we don't talk about Blitz, because in Blitz you also can check out my YouTube channel and you can check out my 2 good examples against Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura, #1 in chess.com, if I know that. Correct, yeah? He blunder after blunder, he do bluff after bluff, yeah? Blunder after blunder. What's mean that? That's not calculations, that's bullshit, you know? And it's a 3 minutes time control, it's not hyper bullet. In the end it was hyper bullet, but makes no sense. So it's not about calculations, it's about bluffing the people. But if we talk about chess in general, we talk about long-term calculations, long-term playing, anyway, how to generate a plan. A3 is completely bullshit in my mind. I don't find any single reason to play A3. You hacked his account, probably, yes. So, moving just the pieces is the other difference between you guys, maybe, and title players. You have to understand that it's good to generate a plan after move 10s out of opening part. If for most of you the position is unfamiliar, if you don't really play deep theory, what you gonna be described well in the book theory, in the book theory, if you know the plan out of opening book, I mean it's okay, excellent. But if you don't know the plan, you should generate it by yourself. You should know the general rules and so on, following some steps in the middle game part, following some steps. You don't follow anything, you know? In Blitz, I don't blame on anybody. But playing bullshits, empty moves, fast moves, just moving the pieces, this is not chess. Moving the pieces without sense, this is not chess. This is just speculating, you know, bluffing, speculating fast moves. That's not plan. White has to hurry up here. White has to hurry up here. Bishop h6, g4, something like that. could be natural. A3 makes no sense. A4 makes little sense to blockade the basic plan of black. A6, B5. Sometimes, actually very often on your level, defending is more important than attacking. I repeat that 1,000 times, but nobody listen me. Defending is more important than attacking. Preventing is more important than attacking also. So overpowered and I'm indoors. Yeah, even you took it back. A to A6, bishop H6, you retreat. There we go. Attack to defend. So bishop H8, knight G5. Yeah, if you don't blunder first, I can guarantee your opponent gonna blunder. Just stay calm to the end, okay? Just try to stay calm. Don't blunder to the end of the game. Can you do this? One game? At least one game in your life? Don't blunder in the whole game. Don't blunder a single pawn, I mean. Each move should contain a threat. This is for more advanced players. This is for the players who are really knowing the theories as their name. For you guys, nothing to lose. Of course you should attack. I don't say opposite thing. I say just don't blunder. I just say don't blunder the whole game, not a single pawn. If it's for initiative, if it's for attacking, of course we have 1,000 exceptions. But can you make a whole game over 90 accuracy just to not blunder and opponent not blundering and have a, let's say, even boring game, exchanging, just keep the equal game. GG Strobex! GG Strobex! Finally 1% in the chat got it! That beat us straight. Never give up. Never give up, chat. You're gonna have your dreaming game, you know? You're gonna be proud of it. I'm pretty sure one game keep it even, you know? You're gonna be glad. Because you never blunder a single pawn. That's why you're gonna be proud of yourself, believe me. Just try to not blunder all game. Is it super hard? Watch around like that. Make your early morning exercises even, you know? Watch out, 64 squares. And then everything gonna be alright. By the way, there is active sitting. Active sitting exercises. And there is a book too. I ordered to my parents. Solving some maybe most of all bone problems or whatever. Over 90, but only in rapid. Stretch. So knight g5 looks like activity attacking him here, but knight g5 is not really great. Not really great. What else could be activity? How to generate a good plan here for white. Knight g5 is just bluffing and anyway provoke a good move for black. White e6 is good because you want to push d5 because your king is still in the center. So knight g5 is a help for opponent. What could be good move now for white? Let's try.
White's turn. Amazing move by me. Please push yourself to find it.
Black falls with black. Those flag falls. Oh, you wanna? I don't really say how to smash me with the forcing attacking or force checkmate or whatever. Well, when you say boom, did you calculate something after boom or nothing? Yeah, that's the question. Follow up or not follow up? To be or not to be? Just make like that again. Make like that. Bishop takes f7, king takes f7. All right. And what's going on next? What's going on next? I don't see anything. I'm not blind. So if I'm not blind and I don't see a follow up, then I don't take on f7. 2 checks in a row. Oh yeah. If you're gonna give it 3 checks, you're gonna win the game. But that's not that kind of game. Yes. So Let's play chess. If it's possible. I know all of you are looking for f7, but maybe you have the hype nose of anybody. Yeah, he played knight g5. I already explained that knight g5 is not so genius, because anyway he wanna go for e6 and d5, so this is something natural of the position of black anyway. And knight on g5 is not anymore so well placed. d4. Take. Going to be under discover attack, you mean? I think so. d4 is close to be a blunder. You give up, okay. No, because you're gonna open up my monster now. Knight takes h6 don't cover f7, so you don't really have a counterattack. d4 is a very bad, close to the blunder. Come on, guys, generate a good plan. Lucas was asking me what's the real difference between title player and you guys. This is the difference. You gave me 2 bad moves in a row. I'm waiting for the third one. I said to generate a good plan, not a losing plan as fast as possible. Good, interesting plan. Increasing a little bit the pressure. What could be good? Plan. You separate plan of pushing, forcing, attacking, plan. Try to generate a plan, good plan. Which side, for instance, let's start with the simplest questions. Which side you'd like to go for castling? Where you'd like to have the knight on c3? Where you'd like to have the knight on f3? Where you'd like to have the queen on d2, okay? Simple questions. g4 followed by queen set castle, rook dg1 looks good. Okay, I'm fan of that idea. Fresh idea. If start with g4, in general, the most natural counterattack is supposed to be knight d4 and overload some eventual attacker. h5 as bishop h6 block the h pawn. Yeah, I don't really have h5 yet, but I have a knight d4 and overload, looking for more exchanges, and this will make less pressure on the kingside part. So that's why maybe not really g4. Posture check. You're gonna make me crazy though that way. Surprised or not, these are next 3 moves are white. What the move order are you gonna use? It's gonna be your choice. Disappointed or not, this is the best plan of white. Bishop a2, why? Very often black gonna try anyway to play b5, so this is something like prophylaxis, improving, keeping distance, so maybe you ever after 10 moves you can forget about my weapon on a2. Hiding weapon on a2. Prophylaxis, very good move. Even you can start with that move, I don't mind. You can start with bishop a2. The other very good prophylaxis move is hiding your king. Can you hide your king on the queenside part? I think later this is ever happening in the game. No, it's automatically +2 for black. You're gonna ask why. I'm gonna explain you why. Because this monster is probably soon opened just by one move by this knight. And b5, b4 in a forcing way. Black is coming to you to open up the game, and you're like turtle on the king side part. Exactly like turtle. b5, b4, and cannot say the game is over, but surviving process will be harder. So that's why the most natural move will be definitely if it's forbidden to go to the queenside castle, you should go for the kingside castle. And next move, what? Next, good candidates. I all the time repeat that, okay, generate a threat, yes, but try to have 2 or 3 candidates in your mind. 2 or 3. If you have only one move in your mind, you're gonna continue doing mistakes after mistakes, mistakes after mistakes. You should open your mind for creativity, for more possibilities, that everything is possible, looking for defending, looking for attacking, looking for prophylaxis moves, looking for improving moves, looking for a good plan for you. So knight e2, of course you can transpose the knight here, followed by h4, h5. You can evacuate the king too. You have many good plans. What principle do you apply here? b5. What does knight d4 preparing c3, d4? You can also c3 because the basic plan of knight d4, for instance, you prevent knight d4, yes. b5, bishop a2, b4. Now you can pay zero attention to the b4. You can capture once and keep your bishop pair. You follow some basic rules. After castling, you can change your mind. You can go for the c3, d4, more centralized. You can go for e5, breakthrough. Castling, rook q1, you can play, of course depends of white, black, of course depends of black. Black can blockade, black can push e5, black can play some bad moves. So, time remember what for moves look for. At least 2-3 candidates, chat, 2-3 candidates. I already gave you fresh ideas about all these 3 candidates. This is the correct process of thinking. I stopped too much on this move, because after this move you lose the advantage. So it's good to understand why you lose the advantage. Because your thought process is not correct. Attacking is good, bluffing is good. I repeat that this is not the correct time to talk about correct chess, because it's a blitz game. e6, alright. He retreated back. He realized maybe the knight on g5 is not so well placed. Otherwise he could try first f4 and then retreat. I'm not quite sure, or still go for castling. b5. He's pushing too much. He started pushing too. Now is the moment where you should turn on definitely the tactical thinking. Capture on f6 or move away the knight from c3 and which position. You're still able to transpose him to the kingside part a little bit later to occupy this square and going for the any powerful outpost if there is a time. Actually, there is not so much time. Thank you, Nikola. Thank you so much. Go skiing in winter? No, I hate skiing. I have a skiing in my life in the university course. I have dry snowboard only one time in my life, and when I fall down in the snow in the middle of nowhere, and when I made a huge stomach pain, muscle pain or stomach pain, I had no idea. I could almost die falling down of snowboard. And after 10 or 15 minutes, but for me this was like 5 days, nobody look at me. I thought I'm gonna die in the middle of nowhere. So it's fucking shit, this snowing. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Maybe because of this experience with snowboard. I was little fan of skiing because then I can control myself, but I fell down also very bad ways several times. And yeah, I like drinking coffee, tea, some cakes, make fun, something hot during the winter, but not really skiing. So sorry to say this, but I'm fair with you. So, oh, and so many people who are professional drivers break the head, break the leg, break the hand, break everything, broke everything. Yeah. So it's definitely a super dangerous sport, definitely. Okay, after d4, the question is what shall we do after d4, this counterattack? There is a bishop g5 pin and maybe take the knight a little bit later. Yeah, let's say I was close to go straight to the this, how to say, not really sure how to explain, but yeah. Let's say also with the skiing I have bad experience, a few more times fall down before studying how to stop correct. So until you study how to stop correct, of course you fall down 100 times, so it's not that fun. Yeah, yeah, this was over 10 years ago. Yeah, bishop g5 makes more sense. Even in between capture a pawn and then take back here will be slightly better. Bishop g5, h6. h6 is a weakness, so all the time even you can take this knight with this boy and this way, and h6 is gonna be hanging in the end, I guess. Or you're gonna cover this, attacking this. Yeah. So I think h6 makes no sense. Answering to Wegener. 92, 95. Black is already slightly better. I think I don't like that move all the time. Give up the bishop pair. And it's not only give up the bishop pair, but open up the rook, open up the bishop, fixing that pawn enough good. You know, this is a quite stable center. Maybe by 4. This is the moment where we already had a pawn down, so Sarhane is a hero for me, another hero for me in this battle, because he ever won an endgame, minor pieces endgame, with pawn down. This is a miracle. I said queen inside. For me, this move was a little bit strange. Wow, move number 1 by Engine Sarhane. Wow. Ice hockey game? I've ever been an ice hockey track. Just because when I play for the German national team, we've been something like advertising the hockey team. They gave us some sponsorship, and we have to be there like beautiful wearing with their logo and whatever. So I've been in hockey track, yeah. But I never watch a hockey match or whatever. I guess it's not that attractive for me or whatever. I'm not that huge fan of this. Okay, so in this moment I sat on the next move what to do here. So I was thinking about queen b6, so maybe before king f1.
Ice hockey rink,
queen
not
b6
track.
looks good. Rink, not track. Okay, it's... So, queen b6 attacking the c5 maybe looks more promising. Anyway, every time when you go behind, you generate more threats, so could make some sense. King f1, rook e1. I was a little suspicious about that move, to be fair. Rook e1 means, alright, we're gonna exchange everything. I said, what? In this end game with pawn down, he wished to exchange everything? So... Okay, now... What is the difference? Aha, because he pushed c4 later. Okay, this was time trouble for pawn march. So, You play a little bit. Wow, Strawbex is ice hockey player? Wow. So, yeah, after g5... Actually, right now you have to push b4. A little bit later doesn't work because black was able to push a5 and blockade b4. b4 is amazing breakthrough because after knight e2, black is having a very tough place bishop, covering all these light squares, but not the dark squares. So you try. Oh, you're Greenland's king champion, Dr. Ossip? Wow. b4, excellent move. Move number 31 could be one brilliant move for Sarhane. He didn't find out. Knight e2, knight c1, c4. Definitely deserve a question mark. You can not put everything on the light square. Definitely you're gonna lose the game later. So he simply take on d4, and I guess start being better soon. g3 push, take once of course, and then being able to check. Of course, black should keep the pressure in the center if we talk about correct drawish strategy. Alright, you're already worse, but you should never let me to come here with the king inside. This is the only one way how he could hold on. King g5 deserved 2 question marks again. Half Danish, half Greenlanding. Bishop e6, another question mark move. Well, the best strategy, the easiest strategy is king d4. But after knight b4, I think, yeah, here he lost on time. We can go to game 2. GG, Sarhane, good game. We move to Nikola. We move to Nikola now. He played against Queen's Crow. She said, she's not so happy with the game. This was a big drama in the end. Not really sure about the opening part, didn't have time. Sometimes you play faster, so I don't really have the opportunity to check out the game, but 76-74 accuracy looks like. And Nikola has black pieces. We're gonna spectate now the two knights opening or Italian. d3. She used to play the Carlsen system, d3. So d3 is quite safety. But safety line, the most aggressive one is we have had a game later on the different board, the variation with the knight g5, which is the main line, and quite playable for black. Bam bam bam, and now white is carrying about 3 responses, 3 good responses. Queen f3, bishop d3, or bishop e2, the old line. But she selected d3, d5 by Nikola, pawn takes, knight takes d5. I think d5 immediately is not so great, so I'm not really sure. Maybe white can play as fast as possible rook e1. I'm not really sure if this is the main setup of Nikola by black pieces. Wow, this move is a blunder. Who is supposed to find out why this move is a blunder by Nikola? Yeah. So Jesse is having amazing move now. Jesse is having amazing
White's
move
turn.
now.
Amazing move by me. Please push yourself to find it.
Sad to say, but bishop d6 is a terrible move. Terrible move. Why? Try to play simple chess, chat. The old plan of two knights opening is covering f7 for some point. But very often we are able to transfer this knight to f6 to cover some more important squares on the king side part. So please look at the king side part, how weak it is right now. By the way, instead of bishop d6, you could simply play bishop e7, and maybe not so much bad stuff's gonna happen to you. Play natural move, please. There is only one move what is exploding completely the position. In my defense, I was a bit tilted. I'm not sure d5 is your best move in the opening part. I can try to check out some more games out of that. I think d5 directly, if I remember correct, is not that great. Okay. Knight g5, simple attacking based on the fact that either bishop is not here, either knight is not here. Okay. You don't need to sacrifice when you have enough good position. So if there is a castling, what's the most natural move? You said queen h5. And do you know what's the evaluation here? What's the evaluation here for white? It's +5. It's +5. It's +5 for white. Hope so Nikola will not do this again. Let's say in a OTB game or more playable or rapid game or whatever. That's the whole plan. To check out some blitz mistakes maybe in the opening part. Queen h5. The game is over. Why? It's a very forkable position though. Which one you gonna cover? Which one you gonna cover? Bishop e3? No, the main point, you have nobody on the king side part. You have nobody. Very easy attacks, very simple chess. Continuation for white side. Maybe she didn't expect that he's able to blunder like that. We count bishop d6 to the blunder. Pay zero attention to the knight g5, which is the main move in two knights opening. I explained little before d3. Why? Bishop e7 covering g5. Emergency. Emergency. Today I was going to buy a rice, by the way, in the shop. And do you know what's happened when I talk about shaking? Well, one average maybe age of lady was sitting down and shaking. We go to the emergency. And they said at the beginning they declined to come. Maybe she had a panic attack, I'm not joking. She had a panic attack. She was having maybe some blood pressure super high or whatever. Or just it's a special sickness. Panic attack. And emergency declined to come. Emergency declined to come. And I said, what the hell? I'm gonna go to take the car and bring her to the hospital. Because I was living so close, but... I was going to buy a rice, but watching this, it's just incredible in my country. Just wanted to share this. It was very emotional, very bad day for me also. But it was incredible. I don't know, when you go to your emergency, are they said all the time, well, we're gonna see, we have to see the situation, if we're gonna come or not. Why the hell I'm calling you? You have to come. If I'm gonna call you, I'm not a 5-year-old kid. I'm adult. I call you to come. That's why that's emergency call, no? It's well, it's just emergency. That does really matter. Yeah. Moving to the hospital and whatever. Yeah. This phone number. Anyway, I was in shock that they declined. You know, they declined. The woman was shaking, sitting on the floor, and they declined to come. But finally, they come after 10 minutes talk or whatever. Yeah. 5 days later, I heard he died. Oh yeah. Well, after heart attack, there are not really bigger chances. There are not really bigger chances. It's gonna happen twice if you don't really go for strict diets or whatever. It's very bad, yeah. Most of all based on the not so much chocolate puddings or whatever. Okay, finally they come and she went there. And she said it's happening for the first time in her life. So anyway, we locked off her shop and she went there. So hope so everything gonna be alright. Anyway, so bishop e7. When I talk about emergency, don't rush chocolate pudding. Yeah, so emergency situation. I wish to come back and prevent d5. Really, don't go for d5 if you want to keep some good mood. I think the most competitive move here gonna be bishop c5. Click on the opening book, we can simply compare. So now let's show you, let's minimize myself. There we go. And let's compare. That's the easiest way. You can simply check out on the top, the top 3 moves will be the most important moves because of 7,000 games, bishop c5, Nikola, bishop e7, over 6,000 games, and h6 prevent exactly not only bishop g5, but as you already understood, knight g5 too. So move like d5, only 200 games, 51% for white and only 29 for black. Check out these percentages. Sometimes they're not so precise, they're not so correct based on the level of the players, but well, so. Of course, you can all the time check out and compare with the engine. So
27 raiders from Jesse _Fab have joined.
Welcome raiders, and thank you for the battle. Deep appreciated. I'm really happy to have this rematch with you guys. I'm very glad, and we can make some definitely match with Jesse with some odd playing and just for spectators. I'll be very glad. Now currently we analyze few more games out of the battle. This game is that I got a ticket for an expired inspection sticker on my car as I was playing it. Oh. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Jesse, for the battle. I'll be welcome to do more collabs with you, personally or team battles anyway. And soon, hope so, see you with the PMD Arena 3. Number 3 session will be in the end of October. Expected date, I'm not really sure. Welcome, riders. We'll try to analyze a little bit more games. So bishop c5, the most competitive move. Cannot be bad to go for symmetrical position. A duck chess collab. Yeah, why not? I'm very bad at duck chess, you know. Yeah, we currently look at the Jessie opportunity. She was totally winning in one move, and sometimes when you mess up in the opening part and opponent didn't use this chance, you're gonna rematch him later. So, knight c3, we can keep going with the... I repeat, this is now like Italian game completely. We transpose to Gioco Piano. From 2 knights, we move to Gioco Piano. Which is very important, okay. Which is very important, these little moves. So, d3 support the center, avoiding those kind of forks. h3, prevent bishop g5. h6, prevent bishop g5. Next, a6 or a4 or a3, doesn't really matter. That's a space for the bishop. a6, space for the bishop. What means space? After knight a5, you're supposed to lose the bishop for the knight. Position is totally open, and you're gonna have already advantage. So these little moves, I colored them in red, are very important for Gioco Piano. And so on. Bishop e3, you can keep going to bishop e6. It's a very symmetrical, little bit boring position, some people say, comparing with the Petrov defense and so on. Hey, Paul March, if you play against us, you're gonna lose. Yeah, you see what's up. Okay, so I will definitely not really supporting d5. Looks not that promising for black pieces. And here, bishop d6, 2 question marks. Now capture 94, is that working? Bam bam bam, 94, maybe losing b7. Makes no sense, but you can take once and play 5, a4. Wow, being behind enemy lines. Sarhane managed to win, yeah. Knight b5, a4. Yeah, this looks strong because if you push, you can now attack him. So if you take now on b7, the difference is you're able to destroy her with the doubling the pulse in any case. So first you can attack me. Maybe retreat here. Then 97, or first take and then 97. Oh, your thief. Dr. Ossip, 1,000 questions tonight. Is that question to the streamer or somebody else? Am I looking like person with the five teeth in the mouth? You mean? such a curious question. Man, are you drunk? How many mugs you drank? Such. Anyway, bishop takes f3 was a playable. Yeah, I have pulse. Well, I have mine, but I have also, how to say, it's like wearing. It's like wearing when you lose your teeth. Actually, I lost them in the age of very early age. I think under 15 years old or something like that. I lost number 6. Not lost, but start losing them. So it's much better to wear them, wear them, than lose them completely. So, yeah, if we talk about that, maybe I can be fair that all my 6 numbers are... all my 6 numbers are not outside mine. Outside, inside, I still have them. Yes, I kept them like wearing them. If I explain it correct. Such a curious question. Wow, f6. So, yeah, maybe this is the moment where I can ask if Nikola is still here. Do you really wanna keep this boy here forever, or where you'd like to update his position of? So bishop e7 is the perfect alternative to update the position of this bishop. I mean, for sure, in advance, your general plan is f5 and open up f file, bring the other rook to the f file. I like that. And you don't really have your huge pawn anymore on d6. So, I like bishop e7 now. He beats his opponent over the head. Wooden chess clock. You could lose some teeth in chess. You could lose some hat in chess. Chess is dangerous sport sometimes, yes. Oh my gosh. So bishop e7 definitely preferable move. Sword maker machine? What? Sword maker? Why? About what? I didn't get this question. For sure it's some fun, but some joke, but I don't get the question about sword maker. Random question. Bishop d2. Anyway, you only even if you only update the position of the bishop to the better square than d6 to e7, only because of that maneuver you already stay better. Okay, anyway, he moved f6, bishop here. h5. I think h5 is too much. Because my main approach again, I told you the correct plan. We talked about plan last time, last game. We talk about main difference between. Oh, your toes. Yes, I have them. Soda maker machine. This one? Actually, it's just it's just a glass. I would like to use glass, not plastic. Plastic is... I heard many stories about how dangerous is plastic, so I really prefer to have this, you know. I already shared with you how I'm drinking water in the past. So, and then move to another bottle, and then I drink from glass bottle whenever I can. But just this glass bottle is coming out of some juice, I guess. Okay, so what's our main approach here? Queen somewhere and push, or bishop still can come back and push f5. The main approach is f5, not really h5. So H, or maybe he simply drink too much vodka because of the Greenlander. H5 is a bit bad move. Knight H2 is a bit bad move too. So now both are messing up. Nikola is messing up into the correct approach how to attack. Correct approach is pushing F pawn and keep your king safety with the G and H pawn. Yeah. But doesn't matter the ancient moves. We try to explain, yeah, thank you, but we try to explain the approach. So first Nikola messed up the correct approach of pushing f5. So we talk about approach, not so much about the moves. Pushing h-pawn, of course, is a little bit risky for your kingside part. So she could simply pay zero attention like bishop g3, c3, a3, just something, yeah. So this is not so real threat. And if you're gonna attack me like that, I think it's happening in the game. Bishop g3, takes, can we take this pawn? Looks like very bad, let me see why. Knight h4, ooh, that's spicy, that's spicy. So if he ever take here, she has an in-between check. You don't really have this because another in-between check, incredible. Yeah. And by the way, f5 was more forcing after bishop e7 because attacking the knight, so it's a pretty easy decision. And she mess up with knight h2. Okay, soon is coming the moment where she... I think here was the moment when I was talking about if queen takes... If queen takes h3 is a better decision. It's a blundering decision. Why? King g2. King g2 and white is totally winning. Wow, wait a second.
White's turn. Amazing move by me. Please push yourself to find it.
King g2 plus 9 for white? Oh, because bishop cover here, rook h1 is coming and checkmate is coming. Wow. Hey, Dr. Rossip. We also... Just knight f3 gonna be forcing kick me out and rook h1 is checkmate. Wow, king g2, amazing. I was mentioning this variation. I never spent a second that this is working. Like counterattack on the h file. Because, you know, you're thinking how to attack the white king. Not how your king gonna be safety. And this is all because of h pawn, not f pawn. Okay, so he take a correct decision then. Now take here. So Jesse has to what? Has to exchange to have the last pressure on the way. No saving, no saving. It's just knight f3, rook h1. You don't have time for knight a5. Knight f3 is attacking the queen wagoner, so it was over. She didn't do that. h6, huge blunder. And now I was wondering if f5, if g5 is working. So bishop g3, f5. You push to the end, you know, and the game is over. He didn't do that. He's gentleman, pushing g6, make the game longer. And okay, this finally my move during the stream was alright. During the stream, I'm not really able to check out the engine. During the game, live game. Yeah, finally he closed the H file, so this is totally winning now. He first wanted to protect the pawn for some point and then push. Bishop e6, very bad move of her. She still had 2 minutes, but hyper bullying. Bishop g3, rook h4. Bishop g3, rook h4 is saving up the piece. Otherwise, she lost the piece after f5 in a very, very easy way. Both pieces are under attack. She even didn't try any way to save up that piece. So now piece extra for Nikola. Has to be easy win. The question is why it wasn't easy win and they play 60 more moves. Or something like that. The easiest continuation could be knight d4, simplification, double the rooks, looks easy, very easy. He push. So now it's not so easy. Sometimes with the queen on the board you can definitely win the game faster. If you wanna keep the queen on the board, keep some pressure, bring this rook, bring this knight, bring the other one knight here, or this one here, doesn't really matter where. With the queen on the board you can win 5 ideas easier in this case, because the king is pretty opened. And your squad safety because of g6 is on the way. I believe he's not panicked. He has experience with the grandmaster, so I believe he's not really panicked. This is not the reason why he exchanged the queens. He just doesn't need to exchange the queens. I think I'm gonna leave next three games. Also, I don't see Otmain really in the chat or other people. I have to see rest of the games, but I think I'm gonna keep analyzing them on Sunday, yeah? Sunday stream. Let's finish them then, because 2 games 1 hour or over 1 hour, something like that. Especially this end game was very interesting, and we have one more game later. So here King's activity was excellent way. I was a little curious about that, and finally his sacrifice. I'm not confident about this sacrifice because we all know that this final endgame only 4 hour stream. Yeah, only 4 hour stream. Tomorrow I have to get up at 6 AM, so I guess this will be the last game for today. Okay, so b5. Now he sacrificed here. The question is if there is Evacuation are a successful move by black. Please don't sacrifice, because step by step she was able to collect all his pawns and theoretical draw in the end. She was able, but she didn't do that. So if you have a safety move like knight here, just to connect the knights, and then you can bring this knight here, the other one here, and playing for a mating net. Could be much better. Could be much better. But he sacrificed. Check. Few more checks. He still has much more time than her, and now she's step by step moving to the time travel. I was surprised of her of this move, for instance, knight g8, very final rank move, how to say. Of course, white should centralize more the knight, and then going to g5, e to c5, any of those moves. Hey, Dr. Josep. Thank you. So knight g8 in the end of the board, I don't really recommend. He has a draw, but of course he's winning. He doesn't need to do that. Zigzag, boom, boom. Going here, up, collecting pawns. Very, very healthy. Healthy food, collecting pawns. Push, up, king c3, playing for a checkmate in one move. She, of course, giving him check. And now you can turn around or take here. Knight here. Knight c5. Retreating the knight does really help. You can try to be sneaky using the second rank. And the problem is, very often it's happening even most of the games, let's say against JRC strategy, when he has a second in the end. Also, he pushed me, like having more time on the clock to play fast. Why? Because you see opponent has 10 seconds now, he has 12 seconds. So you start playing on time. This is a huge mental problem. You should first mentally understand that probably when there is an increment, if you play especially against title player, maybe he's, well, never say never because she lost on time, but most of the cases you cannot lose on time. You cannot lose on time, okay? If you're enough experienced, enough fast player, you can never lose on time. Don't hope for silly mistakes or silly winning on time. So this is the basic mistake. Yeah, but king c3, we already saw this situation. Yes. So this is not the way. This is not the way. Knight f6. Now we can select a simple strategy like pushing a pawn. I mentioned this during the stream. You can start with g pawn. I don't mind. But of course you have a pretty simple win, and then you're gonna have 3 extra pawns, and then you can do whatever you wish. You can push whatever you wish. But don't try to have this fixed idea to checkmate me. You just yeah, he went there. Also quite good barrier, but why he should waste the time about that maneuver if he is able to take this in a forcing way? There we go. King c3 again, you can go for this kind of close to checkmate. No, but he had time. He had time. He had time. Kind of rely on time, travel, yes. King d3. King here. Yeah. Now he could give a check. This way also. Attacking him. Oh, here everything is winning. I guess the best strategy still could be boring for you guys, but I don't want to play for checkmate. I want to push a pawn, I want to push b pawn, so I could start by pushing. Nikola, forget about push. So here is coming soon the moment where he was able to blunder. Again, he can, I don't know, even run away here, either here. And it's kind of out of checks. It's kind of also being closer to your own pawns and support them. And here the problems are ocean of checks. Ocean of checks. And boom, he blunder. If you see already rook f4 and you touch, you drag your piece, you're still able to come back and play here, you know, or either play here. And then there will be no draw. Okay, he lost that, so now gonna be soon theoretical draw. Crispy in the night. Don't do this. Knight of 3. An ocean of checks. Oh, here was the moment, just a second. So before B4, I mentioned this during the game. What's up with simple king of 3? She has to play for a draw, and he also has to be, I think he has to be happy with this drawish position. It's already theoretical draw. Rook and game with rook extra pawn. So king f3 was a very, very comfortable fork for black pieces. He didn't do that, he pushed. The curious thing is soon she become side note. So a few more attacking checks. B3, genius move by Nikola. So you cannot really take the rook. I was curious what's up in the end. Then I saw that she accidentally lose by time. Okay, rook c2 and she lost by time. Very strange because she's under pin. She doesn't have plenty of choices here. The only one thing gonna be check. And now wherever he goes, if he left this area like something like that, she can simply take and pre-move that. If he comes here, gonna be the same. Take, king d2, winning the pawn. Brilliant. This is the only one move. How this could be brilliant. Alright. And if there is a king e3, okay, no more taking, yeah? So king e3 is kind of sneaky, but then you can come back, or then you can go here. Again, deflect the king. So deflect the king. I know she doesn't have time. I don't blame on her. Find out these easy tactics, but again, you want to take and bring the king to d2 to catch the pawn. Easy draw by her. Instead of that, after she's been under pin, she got panic, and she lost on time. GG, thank you, Nikola. I will continue to the rest of the game on Sunday. My power is